My name is B, and I suck at games.
Bruh. Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So, I want to start a new series called where I point out stupid moments from my recordings and tally them up at the end of the video. If you enjoy these types of videos, please help me out and subscribe cause yeah, I'm very new here. I appreciate the support. Anyways, the first game of this series is going to be when I first woke up, I started off by getting myself used to the controls and just having fun before the storm comes. I picked up the bugle and just and I also picked Bing Bong up. Hey Bing Bong, should I bring you along?
Please don't.
Okay, let's just put him away for now. This is actually my first time ever playing Pig, so I have no idea what to do in the game or how to play it properly other than reaching the top and not die. Because of that, I decided to walk around and test out some of the items, before spending 2 whole minutes reading the tutorial, line by line, like a nerd. Like, look at this, I don't need to be doing this. Whatever, let's just move on. And this is the start of our stupid counter. So every time I do something stupid, I will be adding +1 to the stupid counter. Then, at the end, we'll see how many stupid moments I end up with. The first stupid moment of this series is the fact that I could not pick up the bag, but I figured it out eventually. So after reading the whole tutorial and putting some supplies in my backpack, I was finally able to go off and start our journey. I walked up to the small cliff and decided to climb it. I found 3 suitcases on top of it and checked out what's inside. Unfortunately, finding the suitcases means the start of my second stupid moment. Because when I got the cannon, I thought, oh, I can use this cannon to launch my lantern and find it later. Spoiler alert, I never found it. Anyways, in the second suitcase, I found a few balloons. But I didn't know how they worked and accidentally let them float off. It was sad. I'll be adding that to the stupid counter. Oh yeah, I also tried to enter the cannon, but forgot I had no friends to help light the cannon on and got stuck. Do I add that to the stupid counter? It doesn't matter, because when I tried to get down, I fell and took some damage. Honestly, at least I get a beautiful view of this mountain. Well, after all of that, I started making some progress. That is until I saw this jellyfish. Now, I knew it was poisonous from watching other people's playthrough, but I still went up to it and poisoned myself twice. It's like I'm dumb on purpose. It was also around this time that I tried to find the lantern I launched earlier, and no, I still didn't find it. It's still very much missing. I don't know where it went, nor did I try harder to find it. So, no lantern for me. But at least I got some fruits. Now, in my defense, I didn't know the green ones were poisonous. But I definitely learned my lesson to not just eat random fruits. I swear. And here's me walking on the bridge to nowhere, losing all my spare stamina and still falling down. The only good thing from this is that I didn't lose any damage. I went around to find a different way up and everything was a bit uneventful until the fog rises. What does that mean? What is the fog? Oh, I almost fell.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that happened. Then, the next stupid moment comes up, where I'm blind. Literally, how did I not see that sea urchin right there? I had to shamefully walk back towards where I came from because it was embarrassing. Bing Bong, can we even make it up to the top? Are we gonna die?
I guess so.
Well, that's very reassuring of you. Then once again, not much happening. Just me being a noob. Definitely not finding the most optimal climbing spots. But look at the moon for a second. Very beautiful. Let's cut to when something interesting happens, cause I took the longest detour possible. Whoa! Hey, Bing Bong!
No!
I didn't even say anything.
You should ask your friends for help.
Is that an insult? I'm very certain that Bing Bong doesn't like me. Segments. You know what? I'm just gonna ask him. Hey Bing Bong, do you hate
I'm
me?
not comfortable.
Okay, yeah, let's just ignore him. Distractions aside, I climbed this tree and fell. Yes, I will be counting that into the stupid counter. Oh, this part is very dumb. This is the moment where I just fail to understand how the Pt.1 works. I kept messing up and couldn't grab it properly. And ended up embarrassing myself on a simple climb by taking a bunch of damage. Yes, this is the moment that I shot in the intro. At least there was a yellow crispberry right there. Despite that, I was still forced to use my medkit because I took way too much damage. No worries though. I learned my lesson and managed to climb the cliff with no issues whatsoever. Look at me posing cause I managed to get all the way up here. Whee! Found myself some medicinal roots. And I ate the medicinal root at full health. Of course I did. This is getting very embarrassing. I think at this point I should rename the series to Me Getting Disappointed at Myself. At least I backed the other one. Off we go again on a very long and uneventful journey where I run around like a headless chicken. Jellyfish. Now we get to the section of will I get pricked by the sea urchin? Yes, the answer is yes. And then I fell anyway. That was useless. Why did I do that? This is starting to make me angry. Okay, anyway, you know what? Let's continue. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Oh, it worked out, I suppose. Well, let's continue up the climb and oh my god, we actually made it. We actually made it. We're almost at the top. I can see the campfire smoke. Bing Bong, we're nearly at the peak. What do you mean, nah? Am I gonna die?
I guess so.
Why is Bing Bong being so ominous? Am I really not going to make
Not
it?
sure.
Wow, Bing Bong has absolutely no confidence in me at all. And Bing Bong was absolutely right to doubt me. As I found this ancient statue, I immediately got curious and checked out what it is. Boom! Pandora's box. And considering the myth behind Pandora's box, you'd think I'd be more careful when using it. Nope. I immediately died because I kept spamming it and got burnt. Lesson learned? I don't know. Bing Bong, will I live?
I guess so.
Well, at least I only passed out. Segments. Anyway, we managed to get to the second location after everything that happened. I also decided to burn my marshmallow because I wanted to know what'll happen. Immediately gets poisoned from eating burnt marshmallow. Yeah, I should not be surprised. Hey, Bing Bong, will I succeed?
Sure.
You know what? I hate how unsure he sounded, but good enough for me. Next, we're moving on to the tropics, where new obstacles will absolutely be my downfall. Well, I continued walking towards the mountain and tried to find a way up, but stopped for a second when I found another suitcase. And left the lollipop that could have helped me later on. Let's just speed things up. But even after that, things get stupider when I bumped on the thorns and tried to walk through the thorns. Seriously, what is the thought process? I don't even know what's happening here. And I tried to put a Pt.1 on a small climb. It cannot get worse than the— oh my god, I bumped on the thorns again. I also thought that free falling was a good idea, so yippee! I genuinely don't know what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I'm just blind apparently. And here you witness me panicking and trying to get out of the poison fog. And then pretending to die for dramatic effects or something, I don't know. Then there's also this moment where I tried to climb this vine even though I knew I'd never make it. Why did I do it? I don't know. Welcome to my thought process. Oh, remember when I said I learned my lesson? Do not eat random fruits that I find around? Well, at least this one had a good effect. No, yeah, I'm still eating random things without any prior thoughts. I have learned nothing this past half an hour playing the game. There was also this moment earlier that I cut out. I ate a random fruit. At least it's not as bad as whatever this attempt at climbing is.
Bruh.
Now, I'd like you to focus on this here bee nest. What do you think I'll do? Well, you don't have to imagine much because this is the moment where you witness these two brain cells trying to communicate with one another whether it's a good idea or not to disturb another bee's nest. And here you see Bee in her panic mode as she tries to get rid of the other bees after she disturbed them. Yeah. Now Bee is taking a nap on the side of a cliff because she decided that disturbing other bees was a good idea. Those bees were, in fact, not her friends. It's ironic, isn't it? Did you guys also see that? Let me replay that for you. Do you see how Bing Bong falls down? Yeah, I lost Bing Bong. I'm alive! Okay. When I finally got my bearings back, I really tried to find him, but he's just gone. Sucked into the abyss. I would say that this is definitely where things starts going downhill. It's like a bad omen. Eventually, I had to give up and continue upwards. You see that medicinal root in my backpack? The one that I put earlier? At least I bagged the other one. Yeah, I still haven't used it.
Bruh.
And then I think I lost the point on what I'm supposed to do because I keep finding dead ends. I'll just speed it up for everyone.
Bruh.
Piton fall again. Piton fail again.
It was at this moment he knew. He f***ed up.
Yeah, curiosity killed the cat, not the surprise. This time I want everyone to remember this cliffside because I'm about to hit almost every single boom's room in this location while trying to climb this. Just watch. Failed throw number 1, where I tried to trigger the boom's room by throwing the medkit. I just lost my medkit instead. How amazing. I tested it out first by just climbing the cliffside and seeing what happens. Yep, it begins. The first boom's room hit. I'm not surprised at all that that happened, really.
Bruh.
Oh, and I fell back all the way down here. And then for some reason I tried to climb up that cliffside again. Guess what? Fail. So I looked around for any items that I can throw or maybe even a different way up. All I found were these fruits. I used this fruit to throw it at the boom's room. Oh, I still haven't learned my lesson, I suppose, because I ate one. And the fruit was poisonous. At least I got an achievement, I suppose. Okay, now I use it to throw them at the boom's rooms. And failed throw number 2, along with losing item number 2. It's not as bad as losing the medkit, but it's still kinda dumb. I have definitely spent far too long in this area and still failed to climb any further than I think around this point. I genuinely don't know what I was doing while recording the video. Hey, look! I'm finally trying to climb further up than I did last time. Guess what will happen? Boom number 2 and 3, and I tumbled down like a ragdoll. It's a miracle I didn't get yeeted off the cliff entirely. Now with 2 of the shrooms gone, I decided to try and climb up again and hope that I can finally make it. God, that's embarrassing. I literally just threw my face to the boom shroom. So finally, after detonating several boom shroom and spending more time than I'd like in this area, I made it up here with absolutely no stupid moments at all. Segments. I also just realized while editing the video that I've been calling these things boom shroom instead of bomb shrooms, which is the actual names. Maybe I'll add that to the stupid counter, I don't know. I I don't know why I climbed up here, there's clearly nothing this way. This nonsense is going to be added to the stupid counter. Well, I managed to actually make it further up the cliff and onto the next section. But this is where everything goes downhill. This is the part of the video that I'd like to call greed. Because after looking around this area, I saw these things. Do you see those 2 suitcases? I really wanted to get to them and see how many more items I can get. It became my mission to try and reach it. So I climbed to prove my skills and to show all the lessons that I've gotten from the last hour of playthrough. Using techniques that I've learned, mistakes that I've made, I analyzed the cliffside for the best route, and I even made a pretty impressive plan. And with my hour of knowledge and several hours of watching peak videos, I made it to the cliff above the suitcases. I just had to get down and grab my prizes. Despite that, I still managed to fall and take some damage. It wouldn't be me if I didn't do that. Oh yeah, I hit a poison boomstrom when I landed. So, not as graceful as I'd like it. But you know what? That wasn't even my fault. I couldn't even see that there was a boomstrom there. At least it wasn't the normal boomstrom or my playthrough would have ended there. Segments. And there they are, my treasures. Now see, I wasn't stupid enough to just let myself fall down there and get stuck. No. I'm not a fool. Remember the rope I kept all the way from the start? I finally have a chance to use it. Okay, that was an accident, but I definitely almost threw my backpack off the cliff. Unfortunately, because this is my first ever playthrough, I don't actually know how to use the rope item and just... Do you see that? You see what I'm doing? I'm unspooling the rope after I tied the knot. Do you know what that means? It means the rope does absolutely nothing to help me go down because that's not how ropes work. I'm sorry, I'm getting really heated up. And then I fall. But hey, at least I managed to reach the treasures. Let's see what's inside. Oh wow, a piton. And a rope. Oh wow, an energy drink. That's disappointing. This mistake also ruined my run, by the way. I could have kept the energy drink and used it later, but I just wasted it instead. I spent all that effort for nothing. Ended my run for nothing. It was useless. I should not have gone here. I should have just climbed up. I spent a few minutes walking around trying to find a way up. Anything at all, but I found nothing. There's nothing wrong. I can't go back up. I'm stuck down here. I was just really desperate here, I think, throwing the rope in hopes that it'll somehow tie itself on the cliffside. Oh yeah, it also fell. Yeah. Okay, be honest. Do you spot any boomstroms around? Turns out it's right here, clipped into the ground. I'll count this into the stupid counter, but it's barely even my fault. So, without much of a hope, I resorted to my last item, the lollipop. Now, I've seen what this item does. I know what it'll do. I know that it can help save me. I ate the lollipop and rushed towards the cliffside, trying to get up as fast as I could before the effect runs out and I inevitably fall back down. But even with that extra boost, I couldn't make it. I couldn't even put down a Pt.1, and I fell back down, stuck for the last time. So this is it. After the journey I went through, this is where I died. Because of greed. I could have went up to the summit, but instead I decided to grab these 2 suitcases that didn't even contain anything good. And at what cost? Now I stand here, freezing because of the fog, failing to grab a banana, and falling to my death, as my first playthrough comes to an end. So that was my first ever playthrough of Peak. I only managed to get to the second biome and learned very little things. But I ended up with 50 stupid moments, which, it's not that bad, considering it's my first playthrough. Still a little embarrassing. I hope you enjoyed it. This is only the first episode of this series, so stick around if you like this. And if I miss any stupid moments, please comment it down below. See you next time, be out!